Gosh, I can't even... Did I push record? Yeah. Yeah. Everything's recording. Okay. Welcome to 2019, guys. My name is Phillip Flores, and this is the microphone that I used to vlog with. It's the Nikon ME-1. Here. It's a terrible microphone. Don't buy it. I feel bad saying that, but not really, because it's a waste of money. Do not buy it. You're better off using the built-in mics on your cameras. This microphone costs $134, and it's plug and play, and it's small. You know, there's some good things about it, but do not buy it. Instead, save up $65 more and buy this microphone. It is the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro, and I can't believe I just said that without messing it up the first time. This microphone is amazing, and today's video, all we're gonna do is show you what it looks like if you were to buy one, talk about a couple of the features, and we're gonna compare it to the old mic that I used to use or a built-in mic. Also, we're gonna compare it to the microphone I'm using right now, which isn't really half bad. It's the Zoom H5 with the SSH6 shotgun mic attachment. Let's just get started. This is the box. The Deity V-Mic D3 Pro box. Okay, I don't want to spend a lot of time. On the back of the box, you do get, you know, some specs in 4 different languages. So read over those if you're interested, and let's get to it. This case is amazing, totally underrated from what I've seen so far online, other reviews. It's amazing. Great hard case. Definitely going to use it to transport this mic and the goods. Great zippers. This is amazing. So it is a beautiful microphone. Comes with a few things. The mic itself, this USB-C cable, this is going to be used to charge it. It has an internal battery that lasts like 50 hours or more. Smart, you know, like audio cable so that the chip inside of the microphone can communicate with whatever device it's connected to. It can understand what it needs to do and how to do it best. And the shock mount is amazing. I think it's going to take a lot of the vibration and sounds of handling the camera out of the sound. It's incredible. One thing I really like about this mount is how the cold shoe, it's adjustable. This allows you to use your viewfinder for your shooting without bumping your head into the microphone, which is awesome. So let's take this foam advertisement off. Plosive killer, which is great. And there you got it. No big deal. So as far as like the inputs and outputs, the buttons and the knobs, there's only a few, right? There's one button. It's at the top. And that is used to take out a couple of different hums. It's a high-pass filter button. It's also the power button for the microphone. So don't think that this doesn't work with your camera in particular until you've held this button down to turn it on or to turn it off. Once you do that, if the microphone is disconnected from a camera, or if the camera's turned off, it goes into a standby mode. And you can tell based on the small little LED light right above the output. So right now it should be just slowly blinking yellow or orange. And that tells me that the microphone is in a low power state. so that the battery doesn't die just because I'm not using, you know, the camera. The only other things are the USB-C charging port, the output, and on the back you've got the really wonderful fluid drag stepless dial, gain dial. And for every number on here, you're going to be adjusting your gain by 2 decibels. So you can adjust it by a total of 20 decibels. Just great. Great stuff. That's it. I don't want to spend much more time talking about this in particular right now. Instead, I'd like to just test it out and compare it to the other microphones that I use. Alright, let's get started. Welcome to another weird setup. I'm so sorry about my weird setups. I don't know if that's going to change this year. Probably not. So, you know, unfollow now. And of course, there are some ambient noises going on. There's some water running, jets in there, banging around on some stuff. It's a good test. What I'm really excited to see about from this test is 2 things really. I want to show you guys generally the difference between dialing in some settings versus just leaving your microphone set to auto and using like the built-in microphone on the camera. So we've got 4 microphones that we are going to show you right now. The Nikon Z6 is set to auto, just the built-in mic. I've got the Zoom H5 with the SSH6 shotgun mic attachment. I've got the Deity D3 Pro, and I've got the Nikon ME-1. All of those are like right above my head, about a foot and a half, and about like a foot in front of me, maybe 8 inches, 10 inches in front of me. Now the Zoom H5 is like a few inches closer to me than the Deity. It's on the other side. But I feel like this is pretty much the best I can do as far as fairly testing and showing you guys the difference between what these microphones pick up. Now the Deity and the ME-1 are both rolling to Zoom H1s. The H5 is obviously its own audio recorder unit. I've tried to set all 3 of these microphones so that this raw experience, as far as the levels display, show me generally around -12 decibels. I feel like that's a pretty safe area to be in when you're out in the field recording an interview, so that when you can bring it into post, you can actually have enough room to boost it or bring it down, but that should keep you safe from most artifacts or clipping. So anyway, that's kind of how I have it set up. It's super weird looking, but it's the best I can do. So right now I want to switch between these microphones, get your guys' opinion. The second thing that I'm hoping from this test is to see that the Deity D3 Pro gives me a similar quality to the H5 Zoom. The H5 Zoom is an incredible microphone and audio recording unit. You can plug in XLRs to it. It records in different formats, very high quality wave formats. It can do all sorts of things. I mean, it's a modular unit, so you can put like a shotgun mic on it, which is what I have now. You could put a stereo mic on it. There are different things that you can do with it, but it does cost a lot more than the Deity. But with all that versatility and muscle, you know, comes the complexity of using the microphone. I don't want to have to deal with that, especially on a run and gun situation or just grabbing clips of the kids around the house. I actually shot Quincy earlier. She was just playing, and I figured I would test out the Deity D3.
Now we want to blow it. There's some bubbles. Oh no, it doesn't work it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yay! Now I can jump in my nose. Yay! Oh no, I can find my boot.
Guys, just so you know, that is the most valuable type of content that I create or that I capture these days. Easily the most valuable. I never regret clips of my kids. So let's go ahead and say that this is the sound that you get from the H5, the Zoom H5 with the SSH6 microphone, the shotgun mic attachment. I think it's a really good microphone, and this is all you're going to get as far as a soundbite to test that microphone. This, however, is the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro. Again, it's in a similar setup to the H5. It costs $199. I'm going to put links for all of the gear in the description below. And by the way, if you click on those, it actually helps me make these videos for you guys, which I really, really appreciate, even if you don't buy anything that you click on. Okay, and now we're switched over to the Nikon ME-1. This is what that sounds like. Again, I have it set up just like the H5 and the Deity D3. They're all about the same distance away from me, and they're all set at about the same levels so that this is a raw -12 dB average experience. And finally, guys, this is the Nikon Z6 built-in microphone, just set to auto, because I feel like if I'm using the built-in microphone on my camera, it is probably a very fast run and gun situation. I'm not going to be able to dial in manually the settings on that microphone fast enough to adjust to the scenario, the situations as they get louder or quieter. I would just leave it in auto, as crappy as that is. Guys, that is it. Tell me what you think. I'm super stoked to be using the Deity D3. My favorite things about it are the battery, the stepless gain knob, and the footprint. It's a small microphone. It's not heavy. It comes with a great Rycote shock mount. It's just an incredible value, I think, for what you end up paying. Hey guys, before you go, there was one last thing that I tested this microphone out with. I put it on a full frame camera, Nikon D750, on a DJI Ronin M, and this is a 3-axis gimbal that can handle a little bit more weight, bigger lenses, bigger cameras, I guess. I love this gimbal, but the microphone doesn't clear in all directions when you put it on top of the hot shoe on the camera. It does pretty well in every direction, except for in the down tilt. It actually runs into the gimbal's elbow at about 5 or 10 degrees. So you can tilt up and do like 30 or 40 degrees still, and you're good to go, but tilting down is going to be your problem. That's the last thing I wanted to tell you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love your faces, and I will see you next week. Can't believe it's already 2019. This is crazy. I can't believe I actually finally finished a video. Phew.